In a recent in-depth interview, Ethiopia's Prime Minister offered a comprehensive look at the nation's transformative journey over the past 7 years, delving into the core concept of Ethiopian-ness, the lessons gleaned from history, and the intricate path of political and economic reforms. His remarks underscored a vision for national unity and sustained development amidst complex challenges. A cornerstone of the Prime Minister's discussion was the philosophical and practical meaning of Ethiopian-ness. He articulated it not merely as a geographical or ethnic identifier, but as a profound common destiny and a unifying narrative for Ethiopia's richly diverse population. This national interest, he stressed, aims for long-term benefits for future generations, drawing a parallel to monumental centuries-long projects like the Notre Dame Cathedral. He made a clear distinction between individual or group identities, acknowledging their importance, but positioned Ethiopian-ness as the foundational and overarching identity. The evocative phrase, "When we live, we are Ethiopians. When we die, we are Ethiopia," was used to convey a deep, enduring connection, further supported by the observation that many diaspora members express a desire to be buried in their homeland. The Prime Minister urged a contemplative approach to Ethiopia's history, suggesting that the past should be viewed through the lens of learning rather than judgment. He emphasized the importance of understanding historical events within their specific contexts to avoid repeating mistakes and to pave the way for a brighter future. This perspective, he noted, informs the government's dual focus, preserving cherished historical sites like Lalibela and Fasil Gebbi, which he stated were previously neglected, while simultaneously investing in contemporary landmarks such as Unity Park and the Science Museum to address present-day needs and aspirations. A significant segment of the interview addressed the pivotal decision to invite political forces, including opposition groups, back into the country following the change in leadership. Acknowledging this as a controversial step, the Prime Minister justified it using a philosophical analogy of truth having 3 layers: empirical, actual, and real or structural. He asserted that this bold move was a necessity to address the deep-seated structural issues plaguing Ethiopia at the time of the reform. He detailed a challenging landscape marked by a 59% GDP debt, stalled mega-projects like the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, the historical challenge of being a geographical prisoner without sea access, institutional decay, oppressive laws, and a divisive national narrative. Releasing political prisoners and welcoming diverse groups, he argued, was indispensable for progressing towards democracy, even with its inherent difficulties. He likened the process to building an asphalt road that requires vehicles to drive on it to test its durability and reveal imperfections. The Prime Minister also reflected on the volatile nature of political support and opposition. He highlighted that while the reforms garnered widespread international praise and recognition, including the Nobel Peace Prize, they also faced significant domestic resistance. He maintained that the government remained steadfast in its pursuit of national prosperity and a strong Ethiopia, comparing its resolve to a ship maintaining its course despite changing winds. He also observed that some political groups might have misinterpreted the government's invitation, expecting personal gains rather than committing to national service, which led to their wavering support. Finally, the Prime Minister elaborated on his hands-on approach to overseeing major national development projects. He underscored that direct, close supervision is crucial for the successful execution of such initiatives, particularly in a nation where institutional capacities might still be developing, and traditional work culture may not fully encompass rigorous field-level engagement. He drew parallels with historical leaders like Charles de Gaulle, Lee Kuan Yew, and John F. Kennedy, who demonstrated deep personal involvement in critical national projects to secure their success for future generations. He cited the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam and Unity Park as prime examples where his direct engagement was vital in the early stages, gradually transitioning to empowering others as they gained experience and proficiency.